I'm gonna party and get my groove on. Get my groove on this Friday. Hey, just kidding, just kidding. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm about to show you how to make a clock, okay? This clock is very simple. I use Dollar Tree plastic plates and a plastic bowl and just a clock mechanism and put it together. So we're gonna get started. I wanted to thank you all for sticking with me. I've graduated. I got my master's, y'all. I got my master's. So that's where I've been the last couple of months. That program. Did I say that program, baby, I ain't wrote so much in all my 50 plus years. But it's under my belt now and I got it. So let's move forward. Without further ado, hey y'all, hey YouTube channel and my Facebook group, CCBAB. Okay, we're gonna start out with the equipment, materials I use. I use 5 of these plastic saucers from the Dollar Tree and 1 of the Crystal-Light plastic bowls. I used the clock mechanism, complete mechanism with a battery and the hands, spray paint, glue gun, and this is 3M mounting tape. You can use the tape from the Dollar Tree. However, if you're gonna be adding bling and other things that add weight, I suggest to use the 3M or either the commando strips. That way you'll be able to keep it up, or some other thing to mount your clock that will hold the weight. I just did a basic clock, and these are the materials I use. Okay, I'm going to tell you how I designed my clock. You definitely can do yours your way. To design the numbers, I did 12, 3, 6, and 9 with the Dollar Tree plates. I started with a piece of parchment paper and traced out 4 circles by tracing the plate. Then I took my hot glue gun and I made designs inside those circles. Now for me, I just made random designs. If you're going to use this method, you can make 4 of the same designs or whatever you wanted to do. I just made random designs with my glue gun. Once the glue cooled off, I kind of peeled the designs from the paper prior to spray painting them. That way, once they're spray painted, I won't have to peel them off. They'll just pull up. So I peeled them off of the paper prior to spray painting. Okay, it's very, very early in the morning. And I'm just going to go on and spray paint this. The sky look horrible, so I might as well get it done before something happens. So I'm going to use this Bare Paint Plus Primer Gloss Black because that's what I got in there. You definitely have to trust the process on this part because, baby, this thing was looking... Never mind. Let's just go on. We had the plates painted or semi-painted. The rain came down, so I had to go on and bring them in, but that's okay. I let them dry on the inside, and we're going to Mod Podge them. I also sprayed the decorations. I sprayed the hot glue. I sprayed that silver, so it's going to go on there. So I'm just going to take some Mod Podge. I got some gloss. Well, that might not be open. Oh, it is open. I can say if it ain't open, we'll go get something else. I just grabbed the first Mod Podge I saw. Using the foam brush, I applied the Mod Podge generously. Then I laid the hot glue designs in there. I set something in the middle of the design because the plates are actually rounded up and I wanted to have contact on every spot so that the design would be glued down really well. So I put some in the middle so that it'll touch at all sides and allowed that to dry. Okay, for mine, I actually end up putting clips around the ends just to make sure that it had good contact. I have this clock mechanism that I got from Amazon. I will link that in the description below. This is the largest one that I could find on Amazon. Evidently, I was doing something wrong. There are some that are bigger. I saw some when I looked it up yesterday or something. I saw some more on there. So and I'll link this particular one below. You can use either one. They have several of them. I got this little cheap one because I plan on spray painting it or whatever. And I didn't need it. This clock it. So the first thing we're going to notice, what we need to do is measure. So I actually measured from the center point of the minute hand, because that's the longest hand. This particular one does not have a second hand. So you have the short one, which is the hour hand, and the long one, which is the minute hand. So I measured from the minute hand, from that midpoint, all the way out to the tip is a little bit over 12 inches. So I know it need to go 12 inches that way and 12 inches that way. So that's at least 24 inches. So I need to make sure my wall is at least 24 inches. And of course, we wanted more than that. So I'm going to go and mark my wall. And I'll show you how I'm going to mark it. I'm going to use this yardstick to mark my wall. I got my pencil, my chalk, my tape measure. And I got my yardstick, and that should be all that I need for right now. My leveler should be somewhere in the living room along with the ladder, and that's where we're going. So let's go and mark that spot. Okay, we're going in the living room. Yes, look, I'm doing stuff right. You can see. I bet you're wondering what them yellow barrels are. You'll find out soon. So I'm going to be putting the clock right here. Let me get my lighting up right. And I'll show you how I'm going to mark the clock. Okay, so this is the wall. Got the ladder up here. I just smashed my hand on this dang on ladder. I put, not my hand, my finger. As I was letting it down, I had my finger under the, hit the damn thing backwards. That's what it is. Okay, so it hurts. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna measure this little wall. I got to get that paint and get this touched up right here. It's messed up. So if you're following me, you notice that, well, if you've been following me for a minute, you'll notice my wall is back to the original color. It was red. Then I did this brown. You see, I messed up. I am not a painter, but I know better now. I didn't know what I was doing then. Now it's back to the original color. So I gotta get some paint and touch up all that. But in the meantime, in between time, we're gonna measure this wall. It is approximately 40. So mid will be 20. I don't know if I want to do mid, so mid will be 20 from the wall. That's when this is going to come into handy because I won't be able to hold that tape measure up and mark, but I'll be able to hold this up. Let me go now get my leveler. I'm sorry. I knew I forgot something. It's on the table. Okay, back with the leveler. I was looking for the little Family Dollar one, but I don't know where it's at. I mean, Dollar Tree one. I don't know where it's at, so I had to get this big one. Get my pencil ready. Make sure it's writing. It is. So, this is a 40-inch wall. 20 is the halfway point. I do want my middle portion to be at the halfway point. I want my clock to be about midway point where the hand gonna be about right here because I want to be able to come and touch it and change it without having to climb up on the ladder. That's just me. You do yours your way. That's the way I want to do mine. I don't have to worry about this little stand right here because I'm about to get rid of that. That's going somewhere else. I'm going to repurpose it. So what we're going to do is get our halfway point, and that's what we're going to mark. And then we're going to measure everything else from the halfway point. So once I got there where I think it's level, which is probably not because I don't never have it. So I'm going to measure from this wall to 20 inches out, okay? Well, hot damn dollar doo-doo-doo-doo. That thing is straight. So, mark 20 inches. That's right there. And that's my halfway point for my wall. And when I'm saying halfway point, that's where my hand is going to be, my mechanism. So this is going to go right over there. Right over there. So now I got to see how far I want my little other plates out here. My finger's throbbing. This time of purpose. Lord, Lord. Okay, so 20 inches out, we know that the hand is actually 12 inches out. So the longest hand is 12 inches out. So the longest hand is going to come to right here. Now, the way I'm going to have it, the hand is going to go over the plate anyway. But do we want the plate there, or can we take the plate out a little bit so the hand can pass by the plate instead of over the plate? I think that's 12. I think we can go 15. That'll be 3 inches out. If we go 15, hold on, I'm just going to give you a little guesstimation. If we go 15, that means the plate will be right here and the hand will pass right by it. I think that's good. We're going to go 15 is where we're going to mark for the plate to go. That's okay. I got choked. That's why you bring two things. So, I'll get our leveler back up. We're going to mark 15 each way, 4 ways. This portion should definitely be adjusted to fit your clock and your wall and the way you want your clock to look. This is just showing how I measured mine. 30. So I measured it out 5 spots and bam, handed down the mountain tape. This is the kind from Dollar Tree. And this should work because all we're hanging up is, the heaviest thing is gonna be in the center, and I might put some some Gorilla Glue mountain tape. So I'm gonna use this mountain tape from Family Dollar. It's pretty thick, and I'm gonna put a piece on each of the spots that I marked. Then when I get ready to mount it, all I have to do is take the other side of the tape off and just press it on there. Again, it's just gonna be this with a very light decoration on it. The heaviest one gonna be in the middle. So all I'm gonna do is mark my spots, make sure I can find them. Right down here I got 2 spots. Let me see which one is which. I'm gonna take a piece, a little square, and we're gonna put on every spot, and then we're gonna be ready to mount out. This is the point where I'm getting the clock ready to mount. I used a small decorative plastic bowl from the Dollar Tree. They come 4 to a pack for $1.25. To mount the clock, I need a hole in the bottom of the bowl. I use my electric engraver to make the hole, and I got it from Walmart for about $10 to $15. You can use your hot glue gun if you do not have the engraver. You turn your hot glue gun on and allow it to get hot without the glue stick. You're not going to need the glue. And you hold the glue gun to the spot where you want the hole. Remember, when you're making this hole, you do not want it so big that the washer comes through it, but it has to be big enough for that little stem that's sticking up to go through the hole. So I marked mine using a permanent marker. And once I marked it in the spot that I wanted in, and I tried my best to get it dead center, I used my engraver. And with the engraver, all you do is touch it and it melts. With a hot glue gun, you have to keep pressure on it. Don't press it so hard, but put the pressure on it so that it can heat up and melt. Once I made that hole big enough for the clock to get through there, I went ahead and I put the clock together to make sure that my arms were straight. The arms that came with the clock are very, very thin. You want to make sure that they can move freely without touching each other, because if they're bent, they won't be able to move freely. So when you put it on, you're going to put on the hour hand first. That's the first hand that you put on. That's the short hand. Then the long hand, the minute hand, then you put the cap. That's for my clock. For you, you follow the instructions for the clock mechanism that you purchase. Once I finish this, I realized that I'm going to have to change the batteries when the batteries go dead. And I didn't want to take the whole clock down to do that. So I ended up using another small plate, spray painted black. And I made 2 small holes in the bowl, one on each side at the end. So one directly across from the other. One right there. Then I flipped on the other side and put one on the other side. I then put that bowl on top of the plate, and I made corresponding small holes in the plate using some silver pipe cleaners that I had for Christmas. I put through the holes, fed through the holes to secure the top onto the plate. So that's the way I came up with it. When I get ready to change the battery, all I do is untie the wire, flip the clock up, change the battery. Using a low heat hot glue gun, I put glue in each corner by the clock mechanism to secure it to the bowl. I did not want to use really hot glue because I didn't want to chance burning a hole through the bowl. So I did secure the clock mechanism to the bowl. Well, hello, I'd like to take this time to thank you so kindly for watching this video. For my subscribers, thank you and welcome back. If you're not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. For both of you, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. I am doing a lot of home projects, but never fear. I'm still doing crafting projects that you can sell and make money off of. And I will definitely continue the tutorials to help you in your crafting business. Now, all we have left is to get this clock up on the wall. Let's get it. I have the pipe cleaners just with the hole up there, which is a great idea. That's what I'm going to do. But I have these lights right here because I do not have my cordless lights. I don't have any. Take off the tape. And this should hold these very, very light. because I had it at 340, now it's at about 343. Dollar Tree. You enjoyed it. I know the pictures don't look that good and the video might be kind of shaky, but this is a cute clock. I hope it inspired you to make your own. If you make your own clock from this video, I would love to see it. Head on over to Facebook and join my Facebook crafting group if you haven't already. Cricket Crafting ... the beginning and beyond. It's a place for all crafters, new crafters, and crafters who've been crafting for years. You can ask any question in there as long as it's craft related. We'll answer them, no drama at all. Now, I want to give you a sneak peek at what I'm doing next. I'm actually working on it now. I've been doing these quick videos on TikTok. Now I'm going to bring the full videos to YouTube. So I am recreating some sconces to put up in my house. I'm almost finished. I hope you'll come back to see these. Thanks. See you next time.